Animates.
That was a name we considered for our podcast.
Yeah.
Animates. Wait, what were some of the other ones?
I was looking at it, like the spreadsheet the other day. We had waifus for laifus.
I do not remember that.
Yeah, we had...
Hentai Senpais?
That was a good one. We also had Senpai Club, which I really liked, but I don't...
Right.
I feel like there has to be something else out there called Senpai Club.
I feel like there was, and we found it. It was already...
Okay, I'm going to look through a few.
Could have been Sign-In Club.
We had...
What?
We had Odd Takus.
Oh, yeah, Odd Takus.
Takus.
Weekly Weebout. Full Metal Podcast.
Wow. That's hard.
And let's end it with this one. Weeb Equivalent Exchange.
Who wrote that?
Oh, God.
I don't even remember.
It's funny because we had votes, and I just read a bunch of ones that we didn't vote for because they were all obviously not going to be our name.
What did we want?
Shonen Chumps.
The top contenders.
Welcome to Shonen Chumps. I've been recording this.
Sign in Chumps.
Shonen Chumps.
'In the words of the fucking Totoro guy, anime was a mistake. Hey, what's up? Welcome to Shonen Chumps, the only anime podcast on the gosh darn internet that features the three of us. As always, I'm Brennan.
I'm Sean.
I'm Dylan.
And if you're new here, hello. And if you're a returning customer, also hello. If you don't know what this is a podcast where we hang out and talk about an anime that we just watched. We watch one every so often. And this week we actually did something a little different. This is our first half-season episode. Something that we mentioned in previous episodes that we might start doing is sort of jumping into an anime halfway just so that we can sort of, feel you guys out and talk to you more about shit that's relevant to you in your life at this moment right now. I don't know. But anyways, this is kind of a special case because who knows if we'll do another one of this particular anime, which I'll mention in a second. You probably already know what we're talking about because you clicked on the video and it's in the title and the thumbnail and we put work into this and all that good stuff. But anyways, it's Pop Team Epic. So yeah, guys, this was something we watched 6 episodes of.
Yep.
Next week, we're actually, one more piece of housekeeping. We're going to give you a proper half-season episode. We're going to do Darling in the Franxx. I know we said Inuyashiki last week. You probably didn't watch last week's episode, but if you did, you rule, and I love you. But I know we said Inuyashiki. It's coming probably after our half-season episode of Darling in the Franxx. But yeah, let's talk about this thing that we watched, boys. What did we watch?
Pop Team Epic? Yeah, wait, what did we watch?
You're right.
Yeah, I think I'm right.
You're correct.
Okay, did you guys know anything about the show before we started watching it?
As always, I knew nothing.
Maybe you should start doing some research when we
you mind your own business.
Okay, that is funny. I can say that I only knew what the main characters looked like. I've seen their faces.
Yeah.
And I read like an article in Kotaku saying that like even right after the first episode that it's like taking anime fans by storm. That's all I knew. Brennan?
Nice. I don't remember my first exposure to it. But I do remember, I don't remember the specific instance, but I know that it was the image of them flipping off their giant middle fingers that were giant and muscular and super detailed, and they were attached to these weird chibi characters that were elongated and squashed.
Yeah.
Have you seen that image, Dylan? at all?
Yes.
Okay. Because weirdly enough, it's not really in the show. Like, it shows up every now and again, but, like, the fingers are blurred out. But in all of the promotional image, it's just a big fuck you. And I think that's appropriate, to be honest.
Now, what do you guys think about the show in a sentence? I'll say that I like it a lot. I'll go first and say that I like
sentence?
it.
Okay.
The humor's great. It's kind of silly that it plays the same thing twice in an episode, but I get it because they need to like fill in the 30 minutes
30,
that they're buying, I guess, on the network.
Yeah.
Makes sense. But yeah, I like it a lot.
Sick. Dylan?
So my sentence is, yo, what the hell?
Is that just a reaction to Sean, or is that your entire sentence?
That's my sentence. That's like the most pure form of expressing my reaction to the show.
Nice.
When I first turned it on.
Brennan?
My sentence is, this is what happens when anime becomes sentient. We've gone too far. The meta is too deep. There's no turning back. This is the most punk anime I've ever seen. There were commas in there. That's just one sentence.
I remember when we watched Devilman Crybaby, and I said that show was like FLCL or Fooly Cooly.
Yeah.
But no, this show is more like Fooly Cooly. This show has an even a smaller attention span than Fooly Cooly ever did. Much smaller.
Right.
Way smaller.
I feel fucking rattled.
This show feels like a bunch of those bits that they'd play in between shows on like a children's cartoon network.
Dude, yeah.
Yeah. Dude, I made so many comparisons while watching it. I only wrote down like a few.
Nice.
First one that came to mind was definitely Robot Chicken.
Oh, shit. Yeah.
Sure,
Just
yeah.
like a clip show.
Is Robot Chicken.
Yeah.
It also reminded me, if you're in Canada and you were a human being that was sentient in like 2010, there were these great 5-second milk commercials. Do you remember those? It was just like stop motion. It would just be like a commercial where a skeleton's just playing his own bones as like a xylophone, and then that would be it for like 5 seconds.
I very vaguely remember
They
this.
would buy these commercials like spread out over an hour, but they were only 5 seconds. Every time.
You are throwing me all the way back.
Yeah.
That was buried deep.
Yeah. I love
excavated
those
that.
commercials. And so shout outs to Canada, shout outs to milk. But yeah, it just reminded me of those things. This is just random ass shit happening for a very short time, and then we're gone and we're going to something else.
Similar to that, my like instant reaction was kind of like, this is like if WarioWare was an anime.
Yeah.
Except this is just references on references on references inside references on top of references. References, dude.
What are the big references you guys remember seeing? I remember seeing Pokemon, the starters.
Yeah.
You got
And like,
yeah.
Was that the first episode?
Yeah, that was the
like,
first episode.
Yeah. That was
Pokemon.
pretty.
It was toward the end of the first episode.
And in the first episode, they had Skyrim.
Yeah, dude. When you wake up in the back of the cart.
Yeah.
That was pretty good.
No!
What?
I want to change my first sentence.
What's your first
sentence?
sentence?
To what I wrote down.
Okay.
Which was,
Hit us with it.
this shit is whack. I ... love it with a question mark.
Okay.
Honestly,
Same sentiment that was my actual sentence, my
Like,
previous sentence.
I kind of get why this is loved right now. Like, everyone's like losing their shit over it. Like, oh my god, this is the best thing. Like, I get it, and I kind of agree. Like, this is fucking great.
Right.
But I feel like you need to have watched a certain amount of anime for it just not to be just nonsense on the screen. Just madness. Just visual chaos.
I don't know if you do need to watch a lot of anime. I feel like anybody could sit down and watch this.
I mean,
And it'd be like sitting down and watching Robot Chicken.
the fact that it is makes me happy.
Anyone can watch this, maybe, but you'll enjoy it a lot more
If
if
you
you've
catch
seen
the
other
references.
animes, I think.
It's
like what? I feel like
It's like Neo Yokio in that way. Like, Neo Yokio was constantly winking at the audience. This show
Right.
is like winking really hard in your face.
yeah.
no, but I feel like this show. Like, correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like it's not necessarily referencing other anime. It's just like
Japanese
it's just being
culture.
weird. Yeah, it's just doing weird
That
things
too.
then leaving after 10 seconds.
I mean, like, I can't say I picked up every single reference because I definitely didn't, but I was still entertained. I just feel like I'm glad that there's people who probably don't get, like, any of the references, but are still able to watch this.
Yeah,
like,
because it's just, like, weird, funny humor. Yeah. Although I feel like if this was your first anime, you'd probably think that all anime is like this.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. It's like that episode of The
Isn't
Simpsons where like they see
Question
Pikachu on TV and it's just flashing and they all get seizures and that's like people watching The Simpsons go, oh, the Japanese and their cartoons.
That was pretty funny.
Yeah, like that. I feel like that would be the same thing. This is that Pikachu.
And for some reason, that makes me think of Pop Team Epic referencing American culture through Mickey Mouse. When they're trying to like, when they're trying to like imitate Mickey Mouse,
my God.
but they start saying "fuck" in between every other sentence, and they're like, I don't remember Mickey Mouse snorting between his laughter.
Oh my. Did you guys? Did you watch the dub for this?
I watched. Yeah, the show is 4 episodes in dub
And then
so
you
far,
watched
and
the
I
rest
watched
in
them
Japanese?
all. Yeah, and then I watched the last 2 in Japanese.
Dude,
The dub is fucking great. It's really funny.
Dub is beyond great. They knocked it out of the park in the first episode. They have the voice actor for Vegeta and Piccolo voicing one of the characters.
Oh my God.
Yeah, too dope.
And the other one, I can't remember if it's. I looked it up, but it's the person who voices Izuku.
Yeah,
dude.
Doria from My Hero Academia.
So I was gonna bring this up later, but might as well do it now while we're talking about voices. But yo, this cast is stacked.
Yep.
Every single episode, they change out
It's
the
double
male and
stacked.
female characters.
It's double stacked because you get 4 voice actors
2
every
different
episode.
girls and 2 different guys. I noticed this in that I think it was episode 4 or whichever one where the tiny one is in front of the cuckoo clock with the big hammer and is like, in 30 seconds your life will be over or whatever the fuck.
Right.
And I was like, wait, this kind of sounds like Japanese Frieza. And then I googled it and I was like, oh, it is Japanese Frieza.
Nice.
Damn.
Is the small one Papuko? And the big one is Pipimi?
Amazing names.
They have the classic, like, evil cartoon character look where, like, the henchman is the shorter one who has all the smarts.
Yeah.
I mean, not necessarily... In this show, one isn't smarter than the other. But,
Right.
like, the side henchman is the taller one who's, like, a little lanky.
Right, yeah.
And stupider, usually, like Pinky and the Brain.
Yeah. Oh, I just wanted to say
Yeah.
that, you asshole. I mean, it's a collaborative effort.
Also,
but
like,
fun.
Home Alone, they have that same dynamic. The young one and the tall one.
Joe Pesci.
I didn't even think about... Maybe that's just one big meta reference to that
Maybe.
forever.
Portal 2, you're playing as 2 characters. Small
Right.
little round man, tall little... big
Twins,
Tall little-
Schwarzenegger and Danny DeVito.
Holy shit.
man. Yeah, of course.
Power
Who doesn't like a short person standing next to a tall person?
Full Metal Alchemist.
Have you guys watched Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood with the title cards in between? There's one where the narrator laughs, and we love
Full
that
Metal Alchemist.
middle that card. Oh boy!
Right.
But yeah, shit. While we're still talking about references, there were like some big ones, but there were some like there was like Donkey Kong. There was Initial D, which was funny. The guy's just a GTR bobsled.
Right, yeah.
Cool runnings. But there were a couple that fucked me up where I was like, what the shit? In episode 2, there's a Super Robot Wars reference. I don't know if you're familiar with that game
not
series,
really.
but I had Super Robot Tyson for the Game Boy Advance, and it was one of my favorite games ever, but I haven't played it in a very long time. But there was like a clip in between where one of them kills the other and they're both robot versions. I was like, where have I seen this? And it clicked and I was like, fuck, dude. Also, there was a Metal Gear Solid 3 reference in I think it was episode 6 or 5 when it's like, you've created a time paradox.
That's what I thought it was referencing.
Dude,
But I wasn't sure.
It's a deep cut because like it's not something, even if you just played MGS3 and you didn't like read about it or you didn't do that, because that's an Easter egg in MGS3 when you kill Ocelot when you're not supposed to kill him.
Oh,
He's knocked out, and if you
that's
get
what
on
it's
your belly
referencing.
and stab him 100 times and you kill him, then Zero shows up and he's like, "You've created a time." It was good.
Right, I was getting the vibe that it was Metal Gear, but I didn't
Yeah.
remember that exact line. I forgot that happened.
It.
Or could have happened in the game if you wanted it to.
I enjoyed that. Also, the fact that in the Shogi episode, the one of the bosses, Billion Quadrillion or whatever, is just a guy from Tekken.
Yeah, he looked like Heihachi.
It's him.
Yeah.
I don't know his name. It's just the old man.
Heihachi, dude. Yeah. He did look like the Tekken dude. Yeah.
It's really funny. Yeah.
Dylan, what's
Sick. I didn't get any of that, but I liked the show.
I don't think you needed to get
You
into
didn't.
that.
You didn't need to.
And to be honest, Brennan got way more of it than I did. I just
Yeah.
saw Pokemon and Skyrim, and I've never even played
Yeah.
Skyrim. I just know how it begins.
I love how the show starts with the false start. Like, hey, my
Dude,
name's Daichi, and I'm just
I
your average
fucking-
14-year-old, and I'm late for school.
The thing is, I totally believed it.
Me too.
I thought,
Yeah,
I was
me
watching the
too.
wrong
Why wouldn't
anime.
you?
I was
for
like,
a second I thought that, but then I thought maybe who the mom's saying, like, oh, be nice to this character.
Yeah.
I thought
And
she
then
might
she's
be
like,
talking
oh,
about the two
who's
girls.
Yeah, who's Sosogu?
dude,
yeah.
I didn't think there was a story because, like, going back to what we knew about this, I knew it was like a parody show or like it was some kind of like
Yeah.
clip show, and I was like, wait, is there like a plot? Are these just like dumb characters that are being just like shoehorned into this like slice of life anime?
Of course there's a plot.
Dude.
Fall in love with me next week.
Dude, they
Yeah.
committed so hard. To the point where they had an entire intro song
And they
For-
just never played it again.
What's interesting is
for
like,
Hoshiro Girl Drop, and I was like, this is just some cute shit that I want to watch. I want to know how it ends.
yeah,
dude.
that's the thing. Like, we could stop watching Pop Team Epic because like we know what it's going to be, just like random shit, and we're gonna laugh. But like, there's no story to pick up on except for
Hoshiro Girl Drop.
yeah.
I want to know.
like I live for the last
Where did
15 seconds of every episode,
Where did
dude.
it end off? Are they in a hotel room?
yeah, and
Yeah.
it's like, oh,
Yeah.
but
They're-
we're not engaged.
we're not engaged.
Yeah, that's so silly.
Man, I love it. It's so good.
The opening for that show gave me vibes of like Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid.
yeah, it's just,
just similar
really
vibe.
cute slice of life. I
Yeah.
actually enjoy the opening proper for Pop Team Epic with all.
Oh, dude,
With
that
this-
beat is dank.
It's hot.
When
The
the,
bat
toothpaste
smashes?
when
Oh.
the toothpaste gets put onto the toothbrush,
Yeah.
whatever's going on during the song at that point, I'm like down for it.
It's fire, dude.
Very cool.
It's a hot track.
Also, the voice actor for Toru appears in episode 3, and I picked up on it.
oh
Yeah,
right.
right.
Wait,
I heard it and I was like, "That's Toru."
Dylan,
I never pick up on.
I
voices.
100% noticed that and I forgot about it. But thanks for bringing it up. Yeah.
Oh my god,
Toru.
while we're speaking about dragons, like episode 2 when they're doing the fantasy thing, and then they break the fourth wall super hard, and then it gets even more meta when it like jumps into the studio and
The
then,
VO.
yeah, the,
Now, did you guys notice that in the first half of that episode,
I watched
the
both,
voice
yeah.
actors are different than in the second half of that
yes,
episode?
which is why I've been watching both parts because sometimes
Yeah,
they
they
change
they
things.
switch. Yeah.
Yeah. So like not only do the voice actors change. Oh, Dylan, sorry, I might have worded that wrong.
Okay.
You know, in the second episode when they show you in real life what the voice actors look like in that
Yeah.
scene?
Yeah.
In the second
There's
half of
different
that
ones.
episode, there's different voice actors in that
Oh,
scene.
I
Yeah.
didn't. Oh,
and they have a different interaction, and there's
Oh no!
Yeah.
and there's a different thing hiding under the bench. It's not the grudge girl.
That
it's
was
just-
They
genius.
try to do a fake out. They're like, we know you're looking in the corner.
This time.
Watch out. Yeah. Really funny.
it
That
was
was
like
really
their
funny.
faces, and then in their eyes, there's like a grudge girl. or
That's the
something.
biggest difference I noticed between first half of the episode and second half. Did you
Yeah.
guys notice anything big? Like any
Beyond
big
that?
differences?
No.
The only
no.
thing that's coming to mind right now is when the two girls are facing the dragon and she's like, oh, like I put all my stat points in this and I want it to be like a dark mage or something.
Yeah.
She says that in the first half of the episode. The second half, she says like, I want it to go be like a bard. She
Right,
just
or
has a different
something
answer
stupid, yeah.
for what she wanted her RPG character to
Yeah.
be.
I mean, like, part of me thinks they're actually ad-libbing these lines, and I'm like, huh. Like,
Yeah,
I
some
wonder.
of the jokes that they're making in the show in the dub, I feel like you can't make that in a sub.
Right.
They made that joke in English.
right.
They changed it. Yeah.
I wondered about that too. Actually, when I switched to Japanese.
I think they had to have.
Yeah.
Some of the things they had to have.
Yeah.
Oh, man. I also loved just, like, in the first episode where they just establish it from the get-go. They're like, this is what this is. When, I don't know what it was referencing, but when the tall one busts into the sci-fi facility and shoots up the thing, the scientist or whatever, and rescues the little one or whatever, and then the villains are watching on the camera and they're like, our plan will be put into action soon. Don't worry. There's no way a silly 4-cell manga can become an anime.
Yeah. Yeah.
It just zooms in on one of them with a fidget spinner.
Yeah.
Yeah, what the fuck is that?
This is like, what is going on? This is so good.
So there was this one point, I forget which episode it was, maybe 4 or 5, where you know when they have a little skit and then they break to like the title sequence and it's like Pop Team Epic, they say that.
And then there's Bob Epic Team.
Yeah,
Bob
the
Team
show within
Epic.
the show. There was one where a girl was just moaning real hard,
Yeah,
and I like
yeah.
shut the music off on my on my computer
Same.
Because you were like, this is
because I was like, no one can hear this.
oh, I thought you,
I don't want to be
you had
embarrassed.
other music playing and you were just like, wait,
I need to listen to
no. Of course,
Yeah.
I want to listen to it. Yeah,
now
it's
we know
awesome.
what it would
Was
be like
it-
for a Japanese woman to masturbate to Marilyn Monroe, right?
Well, that was it,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Okay,
Marilyn
okay.
Monroe.
Wait, did you watch the sub?
That was
for
episode
That was
5.
a sub, right?
Oh, then I would have watched the sub.
Sub.
yeah, okay. Because I was gonna say, did they moan in English too? Because I was like, that was super awesome.
I'm gonna watch the dub when it's out.
He's like, I'm a girl who loves nice head rubs, and he's like, oh, okay, sure, whatever that means.
What a weird show.
Yeah.
Classified on Wikipedia as a seinen, I believe, not a shonen. Wait, sorry, is that how you pronounce it?
I don't
Let me
know.
double
We're
check.
just chumps.
Yeah, seinen. We're just chumps.
We don't know.
The seinen is like for adult males, like
Oh, right,
almost
yeah.
adult, like above shonen.
Right.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's too old for
You know
us.
what? I was. We're just some young boys, but no, I was thinking about the fact that some of these references are dated to the point where it's like, if you're not like in your 20s, you don't get this.
Yeah, I just want to clarify to listeners at home that we're not just a bunch of teenagers. We're in our 20s, sadly enough.
Yeah, we're
So don't just think that you're listening to like a 15-year-old talk about
we're
anime.
grown ass men.
Grown ass men,
Spend our time doing
Not
this.
too grown.
not too grown, but you can relate to me.
We're
Yeah.
Relate to us. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're the perfect age for you.
man
Keep listening.
babies.
Wow, you sound like a dating hotline.
That's what I'm going for.
Start
I
moaning
bought it.
Marilyn Monroe into the Do it for the listeners.
Yeah.
Oh man,
Young, hot, brown boys.
Of
course, yeah.
That's what
On
we
your
are
podcast.
on demand in your ears.
in your everything.
Whoa.
Sorry.
Where were we?
Sorry, yeah.
Anyways,
So I really liked. There's just so much random shit going on when there's the skeleton Grand Prix event, and then
Yeah.
the blue hair. What's her name again? Pipimi is the coach for Popuku, and then she pushes off, and then as the coach, she whispers, "Cool runnings."
Oh yeah, what the?
I like
So
laughed
dumb.
out loud at that point.
so dumb.
One thing that comes to mind is when they're doing the cooking show.
Yeah.
And the blue-haired one keeps pouring sugar into the bowl.
Yeah,
Right.
it just
And the
keeps
other one
going.
just says, "Stop!" And she looks really cute. That animation of just her head bob saying,
like,
"Stop!" And she's like, "Stop." It's so eerie. I don't know why.
Also,
I felt that. I know what she felt.
Yeah.
It's like when someone's like, oh, let me go get you coffee. And you're like, okay. And they're like, how do you take it? And you're like, 3 sugars? I don't know. And they're like, okay. And they come back with like 5 sugars. And you're like, but thanks, I guess.
Yeah, or like when you're at a restaurant
Yeah.
and the waiter gets you a fork, is getting you a fork, but you're like, I already have a fork, and you feel really awkward. You're like, stop doing your job, please. Don't get me water again. I have water.
I've had enough
Yeah.
water.
I've had enough.
Also, there's a Demon King sitting on a comfy ottoman, which I loved.
I like how he just turns into a baby. It's just like,
Yeah.
goes from, it's like, oh, I command the 7 seas and 8 continents and blah, blah, blah. And then just, oh, Ottoman.
I like how even when the characters are showed from a side angle, their mouths are still fully intact, like as the round balls,
Yeah.
Right.
right? You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Speaking of which, Bob Team Epic's version of those round balls are truly disgusting. But
Well, yeah. What is
I
this
love
Bob
it.
Team Epic thing? Like, what's going
It's
on?
like a show within a show.
it is, yeah.
It's like Weekend Update within Saturday Night Live.
Yeah.
Except this is batshit crazy.
It's just fucking wild. I like the font. I like how it's green slime on a purple background. It's very disgusting. Mm-hmm. It makes me uncomfortable. It looks like the cover of a Fuzz record. Like, I don't know, something like Ty Segall would make or some shit.
Right.
I don't
Actually, speaking of music in general,
Yeah.
this Pop Team Epic and then them within it being Bob Epic Team kind of
Yeah.
reminded me of like Boy Pablo, Roy Pablo. Like, that's his album name.
know. Yeah. That's true.
Oh, right.
There you
Yeah,
go.
this is like an
very,
obscure
very
artist.
obscure reference.
Obscure
Sorry.
band, yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
check
like, he's
him
got
out.
like 1 million something views on YouTube. You're already here, probably. Go listen to that after. Do
Boy
it.
Pablo.
Right.
Do it.
Boy Pablo.
I dare you.
I think the funniest sequence for me was the episode 5 starts with different characters.
Does it? What does...
Yeah,
what's that?
and then it's like a girl, and she's like, "Oh, my
Oh
stepmom!
my God, yeah.
I haven't met my stepmom yet."
Right.
And like the sequence continues for just enough
Yeah.
that I actually wasn't expecting to see Popoku.
You thought we're
So
act-
she like walks in, and then the character's there. I like burst out laughing.
She's got like a little beard and shit.
Yeah,
She's like, well, what are you fucking doing? Say hello to your stepmom.
Like
Yeah.
that,
Like,
that got me. That got me.
And the mom and dad only care about pachinko.
Oh, and they're like watching TV together. They're like, It's like- they're doing the Gundam dance, and they're like,
Yeah,
I can't sleep.
Like I can't sleep because they do puppet shows in the window, and their Gundam noises keep me up.
Yeah, what the fuck
What?
is happening?
And then there's the epic stab with the red.
Oh my God.
red,
Yeah, it gets
and black silhouette.
until that day.
But then
everything changed.
He survives, and then they
Yeah.
have a kid together. Oh, the kids look like the
Right,
main
they're like,
characters. Yeah.
They're like making Beavis and Butthead noises
Oh,
in the
God.
stroller.
Yeah, this is bizarre.
Oh, I love it. I love it so much.
That was great. Senpai.
What was
Oh, yeah, and the ball hits his chest when she kicks
like,
it towards him. He's like, oh, thank you.
I forgot about that. Yeah.
I because this show's so weird. I want to actually check out some of the comments below the videos on Funimation
Whoa.
and
Yeah.
Crunchyroll.
I forgot.
So after
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
one, after the stab,
Yeah.
just someone wrote like, "I went about it all wrong. You're supposed to stab your brother, then marry him." In that
Oh, man.
and then like the first the first episode, people were writing the subject line is just WTF, and then it's like, what the hell is this crap? Never going to watch it again.
I was expecting an anime.
And then someone wrote, wow, they warned me and I still say what the fuck.
That's really accurate.
I really like the sentence that the girl said. It was something like, I really wanted you to be my lover, not my brother. And,
And then,
I was
yeah.
like, wow, story of my life, dude, of course. Most relatable sentence in anime ever.
Oh, man.
And another comment wrote, oh, so this is essentially shitposting the anime.
I saw that comment. I saw it. Yeah.
Brilliant.
Also accurate. Very
Shout out
accurate.
to all those users.
Yeah, this is
Yeah,
one
seriously.
big meme.
Yeah.
One big fuck you to everything. Your expectations, anime as a whole,
Yeah.
your mother,
Yeah, well,
all of it.
Also, I just love the
shit.
fact that the characters are smiling with their bright eyes and they have the middle fingers up all the time.
Most
that's kind of like
jarring,
the attitude to
muscular.
have.
yeah,
in
it's
life.
great.
To be a cute, hot, like badass motherfucker and tell everyone to.
I can't wait
Suck
to see
themselves.
the Mickey Mouse thing in dub. Like,
Yeah.
oh, fuck you! Except they're gonna bleep it because they bleeped it in Japanese. But
Right.
yeah.
Were they saying fuck you? Were they just,
just assumed
mentioning
it was
like
fuck.
I
I don't
mean,
know.
right?
Hopefully the dub is that.
Yeah.
So
They just
take
say
note.
fuck you. Yeah.
Wait,
voice
Brendan. So
actors.
you watched some of the dub because you said it was
did.
good.
I did.
Shit. Why?
Because I was like, I want to know what this translates like.
Yeah. That's so true.
And they nailed it, dude.
I didn't even think the show would be dubbed, so I was like really happy.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
like
me
almost
too.
too. But you know, they did that too with the English voice actors. They swapped new
Yeah.
people in all the time. Yeah, we were talking about this.
Yeah.
Like Piccolo and what's his name? All Might / Vegeta.
Zuko.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fantastic. Shit.
Also, Colleen Clinkenbeard was in this. That's the only name that stood out.
who
to
is
me.
that?
That's just she does a bunch of shit. Not stuff I'm super familiar with, but she is always at Fan Expo, which is the convention in Toronto that I'm always at.
Yeah.
Always. Year
Always.
round.
Every time.
Every
find
day of the
Brennan.
year.
Find me and kill me.
Metro Convention Center.
Too good.
This show, it's like shows like One Punch Man and Fooly Cooly and I guess Neo Yokio and probably so many others like take anime like and they just like take the train off the rails. This one put the fucking train in the ocean, man. Like, it's like insane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This one robbed
It's
the
like-
train and then put dynamite in
Like-
it and then blew the train up.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's true.
it's And then they did it all over again in the second half of the episode. Yeah, it's weird.
It's weird because you
great.
expect it to be like annoying, like millennial piece of shit humor, but then it's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
something
isn't it
here.
also that at the same time?
I
Kind
guess
of?
so. Yeah, I don't know.
I
But
mean,
I love
could
it,
you
don't get
picture
me
your
wrong.
parents watching this?
What the hell? Why
What?
would I
No.
ever?
Yeah.
But I couldn't picture my parents watching like anything that we watch.
Do you know how
here.
hard it is to get them to take me seriously as it is, dude? Like, come on.
Like maybe like Cowboy Bebop or something. You know, Yuri.
Maybe your
Nice.
parents.
I'm not saying they'd like it. I'm saying maybe
Sure.
they'd sit through it.
Right.
But this.
What is this shit?
yeah, this would be odd.
Yeah. You know, my dad actually walked out on the Pokemon movie when we were kids.
Wow.
The fuck?
That's-
Did he also walk out on you? That's every single sense.
We went for my
That's-
brother's birthday, and my dad's
real
such like a
trauma.
nice person. And he said, like, after, he's like, you know, I always try to give movies the benefit of the doubt, but I just didn't get it.
He walked out and it was your brother's birthday?
He didn't
Oh my
leave, dude. He
goodness.
just stood outside for a bit.
No, yeah, but still though.
Yeah.
He'd rather just
Was it-
stare at a wall and do nothing.
Was
than
it the
watch
first Pokemon movie with Pikachu like slapping the other Pikachu, or was it Pokemon 2000?
It was 2000.
I understand. I don't agree, but I understand.
Yeah.
I'd walk out on my son
Yeah.
during
Yeah.
Pokemon 2000.
Hey, he didn't abandon us. My mom was still in the theater, and like I
Oh,
guess
okay.
10 kids.
I mean,
Yeah, they didn't just leave us unattended, dude. It was
No, like
a bunch of kids for my brother's birthday, and then me and my other brother.
I just find it hilarious that it was your brother's birthday and your dad just needed mental space. He just needed to walk the fuck
get
out of
me
the theater.
out.
And that's
I
why I
want-
think my dad cannot watch this show. But maybe
Yeah.
Cowboy Bebop or Yuri on Ice.
I mean, that's
Who doesn't like figure skating? Shoutouts to Canada on winning a gold
fucking
medal.
hell yeah. But
King
also,
JJ.
King JJ, what up?
JJ style.
If you guys haven't seen Yuri on Ice, you should really watch it.
You're fucking
Yeah.
up.
Yeah.
It's a little repetitive, but it's like fond memories of
It'll
that show.
make your
Yeah.
heart grow 3 sizes. It really will.
And
And
some other places if
your dick.
you like Chris from Switzerland.
Oh God.
Very sexual routine with lots of butt shots.
Oh yeah.
So what else do we have to say about Pop Team Epic?
I have nothing else to say.
That I'm
Or
I loved it though. Maybe I can build off you. Hit me.
as we haven't called it yet, Pop Tip Epic.
or Bobbin and Mimi, which is which is the other version.
Like it's like they were throwing up while saying it.
Yeah, no.
Man, I love the like ADR director apologizing
Oh
to
yeah,
voice actors.
the guy's like, "What the fuck is this shit? How do you think? How am I supposed to?"
I'm sorry, I'm so sorry. And he like bows
Bowing
down.
100 times. He's like, "This is half ad libs. I think this is going too far."
And the male voice actor like carries the
girl's
crying
crying,
female voice actor. Yeah. So
like,
good.
look at what you did to her.
You should be ashamed.
And I think it's that same guy in the batting cage sequence where it's just like random like 1999 graphics, some game I've
I don't know why I just
seen in my
assumed
life.
that guy was an intern.
I was gonna say that too. Yeah.
I mean, it could be.
Felt like
Yeah.
an intern.
Maybe it's not the same guy. Maybe he just wasn't paying attention. But
Also, what's up with the dude who's just like, we're going to France to talk about baguettes? Or like,
oh yeah,
that-
I forgot that's a
guy.
He's just like working on the show
Yeah.
in the studio. It's like a quiet office. People are like busy
and
at work.
what's
If
with
you
the
speak French, tell us what they were saying.
no,
subtitle
no,
in the
Dylan,
second
they
half.
subtitle in the second half. That's so
this is all
weird.
the
shit you
Why do
missed.
they only subtitle in the second half?
Because they want to give you a little
Gifts
Easter
for the
egg
real ones.
Yeah,
they
for
want
sticking
you to
around.
stick around for the second half.
But it's a lie.
I
Because
wonder-
later on, that there isn't much.
I wonder if the voice actors in the second half feel slighted that they don't get the first half, which is when everybody really cares about what you're
I
saying.
feel like they're just coming in and laughing, getting their check, and also laughing.
Yeah. I mean, it's got to be a breeze for them because they don't need to sync up their lips to the animation.
Fuck,
The
no,
dub,
they-
the
no,
dub
They
Those
can
especially.
probably go in there and say anything.
I mean, like, is there even mouth movement? It's just a little
Anyway.
No,
cat
that's
mouth going wobble,
that's what I'm
wobble,
saying.
wobble, wobble,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. They don't really need to sync up.
Yeah.
Which is like a huge pain in the ass for regular anime.
Yeah.
Syncing up the lips flapping. That's
Flapping
cool.
in the breeze.
Yeah. What's that from?
Nothing.
Okay.
I'm just thinking about lips.
That,
Ugh.
we got to save this show before it goes down Brennan's deep dark rabbit hole.
Yeah, it's that time of night. We're getting there. Okay. Anyways, let's wrap this shit up.
Okay, yeah. I'll keep watching the show until the end.
Yeah,
of
me
this
too.
Season.
Me too.
Yeah, me too.
But I feel like we probably won't check up on this again and give you a part 2 of this podcast.
There's probably not enough to say.
Unless we unanimously agree that there's some hectic references that we need to talk to our audience about.
Maybe we'll do like a 5-minute, like, this happened, and this happened, and this happened, and this happened, and we'll all laugh in unison, and that'll be it.
Yeah.
I'll only contribute the laugh because I won't get the references. But yes.
Sure, yeah. I mean, you might get some references. Who knows? The Mickey Mouse reference you might get?
Yes, I did get that.
See? But yeah, other than that, like, I'll wait till the dub is out for everything. I can wait 2 more weeks after the show is done.
Yeah.
Maybe, yeah. But yeah, we're the Shonen Chumps.
Hey.
Yeah.
Hey, yo, what up?
What?
You can email us if you want to email us or tweet at us at shonenchumps@gmail.com or tweet at us at shonenchumps. Yeah. We're also on Facebook. You can listen to our podcast. I don't know where you're listening to it now, but thank you. On YouTube, SoundCloud,
iTunes, Apple iTunes Podcast Play Store,
the Google Play Store,
and the Google Play Store. Our last episode didn't get too many hits, and we're sad about that. But tell us what we can do. Help us serve you better.
Right.
We want you.
Also, for context,
to want us.
It was Kino's journey, so maybe you just don't fuck with that show, or maybe you do and you just skipped over it, or maybe you hate us, and I'm sorry, but talk to us, let us know what you want us to watch. Hopefully this half episode shit is like enough to appease you, I guess.
Yeah, and if not, we're gonna be doing full anime soon. So
yeah. So like I said at the beginning of the podcast, if you skipped over it because I wouldn't shut the fuck up. We're doing Darling in the Franxx next. We're going to do the first 5 or 6 episodes. And then after that, we're probably going to do Inuyashiki. And then that's all you need to know for now, I guess.
Get off our back.
Yeah, shit.
Well, I want to give a special shout out to you on Twitter, a specific one of you, for giving us a Valentine's card.
Yeah, what the fuck?
A Death Note reference Valentine's card. Loved it.
If you made that just for us, I love you. Thank you.
Perfect.
Yeah. That's the nicest thing anyone's ever done for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And trust me, we needed it.
We're emotionally void. We're a barren desert.
Okay, bye.
Cool runnings.
Fall in love again next week.
See you, Space Cowgirl.